Hey, what's going on? Tonight, I wanted to give you a blueprint. I'm going to break down how you can make a lot of money, both online and in person. I'm going to give you something that you can utilize right now that's going to help take your life to the next level. I'm not going to try to sell you on anything like a lot of these other guys do. I'm going to break down what it's going to take and require for you to make 10, 20, even 30, 40, $50,000 a month right now today. And I know you're like, this guy's full of shit. What does this guy with tattoos know? Listen, stop. Just give me a chance. Give me 5 minutes of your time. 5 years ago, I didn't have anything. 5 years ago, I was in a lot of your shoes. I didn't have much money. No one really took me serious. I'm a high school dropout, didn't have a job, I'm covered in tattoos. At the time, I didn't even have enough money to pick up my son. So I can relate to your story, but hear me out. Tonight, I'm going to show you how I changed all of that. So when you make a lot of money, like $10,000 a month, it sounds like it's absurd. A lot of you, that's your life goal, but I promise you it's not that much. Break down $10,000 for what it is. It's either 5 services for $2,000, it's either 10 services for $1,000, or it's 20 services for $500 a piece, okay? So if you want to make $10,000 a month, you need to learn how to create a skill set or a service that is worth $1,000, $500, or $2,000, right? You're probably like, well, I don't know anything. Listen, that's bullshit. You know how to cook. You know how to ride a bike. You know how to play guitar. You know how to work out. You know how to play tennis. These are all services that others don't know how to use. There's people out there, there's billions of people that will pay you to learn what you know, okay? So stop saying you're no. That's not true. I thought I was a no one, and I legit, on the scale of on government paper, I was a no. I didn't even have a driver's license. But it's bullshit, okay? So listen to me. I heard a rumor that people were making online money. When I first started, I sold weed before I ever went online. But I knew that day would come to an end. I knew that was getting me nowhere, and I wasn't really making consistent money. So I needed to grow up. I needed to figure something out. So the first thing that I ever learned that I sold online was websites. I learned how to build a website. Before you say, well, that costs money, time. No, it didn't. I went onto Google. I said, how to build a website. It gave me free tutorials on YouTube. So I took some free tutorial videos and started selling that service. The first website I ever sold was $500. You're probably thinking that's not that much money, but to me, that's a lot. And for 3 hours time, I just made $500. If I do this 20 more times this month, that's 10 grand. So that's how it all started. At first, 10 grand sounded like a pipe dream. But when I started reaching out to companies and I build them a site, they say, hey, Gallant, can you build me a Facebook ad? Hey, Gallant, can you set up my social media profiles? And then I realized, instead of selling a $500 site, why don't I sell a $2,000 bundle where I'll just give them everything? And if I sell that 5 times in a month, that's 10 freaking grand. Seriously, that's 10 grand. I have a friend who just left my house, who just does TV installations, and he made $1,000 when he was at my house today. He just hung up my paintings, installed my TVs, put them on the wall. He does that every day over the next 2 weeks. That's $10,000 in his pocket. I have another friend who cooks dinner for like 20 of us, charges us $500 a week. Do the math. That's $10,000 a week by cooking for 20 families at his house. It's not rocket science. Stop thinking that this kind of money doesn't exist and you can't make it as well. So how I started making serious dough, how I took it to $100,000 a month, is that I found 20 businesses to sell my $5,000 a month service to. Think about it. You are a law office, right? You're an attorney, and I come to you and I say, listen, for $5,000 a month, I'll help you bring in X amount of leads guaranteed every 30 days. He makes between 20 and 100,000 on every case. Even if he only closes one of my 50 or 100 leads I bring him, he still quadruples his investment. So it's a no-brainer. All I got to do is find 20 other guys at $5,000 a month to make $100,000 a month. All I got to do is find 2 of these guys to make $10,000 a month with the services I know. So if you want to start making money with your life, stop thinking about jobs and Netflix. Start learning skill sets and services. Chelsea was just saying yesterday she wanted to hire someone to cook dinner every single night versus bringing over meal preps. So if you know how to cook, there's an opportunity to find 10 other people a month like Chelsea and I to cook for, and you're making $10,000 a month. Stop letting society brainwash you. You don't need a degree to make a lot of money, especially not online. I don't have a high school diploma. But what I do have is I have services that businesses, that entrepreneurs, that people need. And I have them priced and I have good results. So they're going to keep coming back. And then I understand marketing, so I can bring in unlimited amount of leads to sell these services to. So for you, stop everything you know. Stop everything you're doing, and think about what it is you want to make, and then break it down piece by piece. Figure out how many people you have to sell or what it is you can offer to the world to sell it to, and I promise you it starts becoming a reality. But it will never happen if you tell yourself that it's impossible. It will never happen if you don't believe. I believed. I said one day I'm going to be a father my son can look up to. One day I'm going to be able to provide for my future wife, Chelsea. One day I'm going to have a nice house. And it didn't seem realistic. No one believed in me. No one pushed me. But I broke it down. I got on YouTube. I got on Google and I started researching and understanding and hearing stories and reading blogs and listening to free podcasts until it became a reality. And I'm encouraging every single person that's watching this to truly listen to what I'm saying. I believe you could have it all too. But the first thing you have to do is you have to understand it. If you don't understand it, it's never going to happen. So break down, figure out that service, figure out that skill set that you can start selling your friends, family, businesses. And I promise you, it's going to get easier and easier. And you can switch, right? Let's say you learn one skill set, the next week you're doing something different, that's fine. Figure out the one you want to use. Figure out the one that you feel most comfortable doing, and then offer that to the world. I promise you, there's billions and billions of people. There's going to be a handful that definitely need it. If you ever have any questions, you can go to callgd.com or callgallant.com. Either or works. And I'll answer them. I'm not here to sell you. I just believe that you can do more with your life and more with your time. And $10,000 a month should not be your pinnacle. It should not be your reach the highest level, because it should be a starting stone or a starting step. It's nothing. It's nothing. Stop telling yourself it's a lot. I promise you it's not. Break it down. Go out there, make those connections, learn those services, learn those skill sets, and it'll be your reality. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll see you at the top.